It's time. It's time. It's time. Today is July the 9th, 2025, and it is 11:30 a.m. Usyk Dubois won. My scorecard, my scorecard, my scorecard. In this video, I will be breaking down my specific scorecard from Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois, the first match. They will be doing it again next Saturday, okay, for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Alexander Usyk is the unified champion with most of the belts, and Daniel Dubois is the IBF champion, the belt that Usyk was stripped of, okay, after Tyson Fury's fight. Okay? So pretty much they're going to be fighting for undisputed. Okay? Now without further ado, this is my scorecard from Usyk Dubois 1. We're going to go from round 1 all the way to the end of the fight, and I'm going to be giving my analysis. Okay, in the first round, I gave it to Usyk. Usyk was able to establish his jab early. He was able to keep the ball at bay and hitting with that jab, okay? He was able to establish the distance. He was able to pretty much fill Dubois out with that jab, okay? He was measuring them, and then he would put some mustard on it, okay? He would put the mustard on the punches in the first round. I gave that one to Usyk, okay? Round number 2, okay, Usyk was able to still establish the jab, but also he touched Dubois to the body with the jab. Okay? Oh, you're all right. Don't worry about it. He was able to establish the jab even more and touch Dubois to the body. All right, we live. We live. These things happen. We keep going no matter what. Rest in peace, Reginald Lewis. All right? Round 3. Usyk started to come on. He started to connect with the 1-2 with Dubois in the third round. I gave that to Usyk, okay? And also in the third round, this was the first time that Dubois touched Usyk to the body and slowed him down. It slowed him down for the rest of that round, but Usyk still did enough to win that round. Okay, so far it's a clean sweep of Usyk. We got Usyk for round 1, Usyk for round 2, Usyk for round 3, and Usyk for round 4. Now the 5th round, this is where Dubois caught Usyk with a punch on the belt line. It put Usyk down, and Usyk was breathing like this. The referee called it a low blow. Now, mind you, in the previous rounds, when Dubois was going to the body, he kept complaining to the referee. But it's the referee's job to call it what it is. Just because the fighter is complaining that it's a low blow, that doesn't mean it was a low blow. And I believe at this moment, Dubois should have won the fight because it wasn't a low blow. To me, it was not a low blow. It was a shot on the belt line. And you can see earlier in the fight that Usyk was complaining when Dubois was hitting him with that shot. Okay? So the referee didn't really do a good job of calling it what it was. So he gave Usyk time to collect himself. Okay? I gave that round. He gave Usyk time to collect himself, and then I gave the rest of that round to Dubois. Dubois had the momentum the rest of that round. Okay? Now, the sixth round. The sixth round was Dubois' best round. I gave him this round. He was starting to hook to the body. He was able to start hooking to the body. You know, not like this, but he was hooking one at a time. Okay? And he slowed Usyk down a whole lot in that sixth round. Go back to the sixth round. Daniel Dubois became Captain Hook in that round, and that was his best round. Okay? Round 6, I gave to Dubois, and I believe that was his best round. He was coming off the momentum of knocking Usyk down. Like I said, Usyk started to slow down once he started getting hit to the body. Okay. Now round 7, I gave that to Usyk. He was just busier. Okay. He was just busier in that round. Dubois didn't do enough to really win that round. Okay, round 7. Nothing really stood out. Okay. But like I said, Usyk was slowing down. In round 8, I gave the Usyk, and this was where he knocked Dubois down. Okay? Usyk started to connect effortlessly because Daniel Dubois was stationary. He stayed in the pocket. Okay? He stayed in the pocket, and he was very hesitant with his punches, and he was aggressive off the counter. Okay? And this is why Usyk was able to knock him down, because he stayed in the pocket. He stayed in the pocket. He didn't use any type of movement, any type of angles, and he became a sitting duck for Usyk. And now I gave round 8 to Usyk, and he got a knockdown, knocking down Daniel Dubois. Now in the 9th round, this is where Usyk continued to do what he did in the 8th round. He started to connect effortlessly against Dubois, eventually knocking Dubois down again, and Dubois was not able to get up, which led to it being a knockout. Okay? So overall, I gave Usyk 6 rounds, and I gave Dubois 2 rounds. Okay? As the fight started to progress, Usyk was able to land shots more effortlessly. Okay? Dubois, his best round was the 6th round when he became Captain Hook. Okay? Now, I believe that Usyk is the better fighter because he's the master of the 3 W's. He works off the jab. He's a master of movement. He's a master of angles. Okay? He works the jab. He works movement. And he works angles. So he's going to be difficult to beat in the rematch. Okay? Now, Daniel Dubois, after this loss to Alexander Usyk, he fought Anthony Joshua, and he put on a dynamite performance, knocking out Anthony Joshua. Now, I give him full credit for knocking out Anthony Joshua, you know, but Anthony Joshua is soft in the temple. And Dubois, pretty much, my personal opinion, that fight was pretty much a stepping stone to get to Usyk. He went in there to make a statement, and he did. Okay? So, this concludes my scorecard analysis and breakdown of Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois won. Next week, fight week, I'm going to be giving my prediction on who I think will win the fight, and I'm going to be breaking down what each fighter has to do to win the fight. And I'm also going to be doing a video the day after the fight, a conclusion of Alexander Usyk and Dubois 2. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week.